this wonderful Monday. The Mets are going to the postseason after beating the Atlanta Braves dramatically in Game 1 of the doubleheader. They're in the midst of Game 2. They trail 1-0. What's on the line for the Mets is just simply who they're going to play. If they lose this game, they go to Milwaukee, 5:30 first pitch tomorrow. If they win this game, they go to San Diego, 8:30 first pitch tomorrow. But right now, I have to give credit to WFANs very own
Continue on
Shaun
US
Morash.
46 East for 2 miles.
Shaun was inspired to put together a Mets playoff berth audio package. And I thought it was a brilliant idea, and I said, Shaun, I appreciate that, but I can't be a part of this because the Mets haven't clinched the playoff. And Shaun said, don't worry, I'm going to work on it, and then when they clinch a playoff spot, I think you'll get a kick out of it.
Yeah.
So I said, okay. And now that the Mets have clinched the playoff spot, I want to thank Shaun Morash. I want to thank the great Paul Arzuman.
That's right.
Who also put it together. And I want to present it to the audience. Does it need any intro or any kind words you want to say before we play it?
I would just say congratulations, Met fans. Eat your heart out the year that was on WFAN.
Here we go. Let's take a
Oh
look.
my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's amazing.
This Mets team is one of the most frustrating teams you've ever seen.
And this is part of a locker room culture problem, if you ask me.
The reason why I would trade Pete Alonso if I'm the Mets is because I believe his presence is preventing their true leader, their true captain, from taking the reins of that clubhouse. And with Pete there, I don't believe Nimmo can truly take over the reins of this team, which I think he has to do for this team to have the ultimate success.
Oh my God. It is unbelievable.
This year was not going to be anything for them anyway. David Stearns knew it. Steve Cohen knew it. Steve Cohen told us before the offseason that they weren't going to do anything in the offseason, and nobody believed them. So that's what's happened. Now, they're way worse than I think anybody expected.
Boogie's actually been really good on this, where the Mets, every time they've had these little hiccups throughout the season, they haven't let go of the rope. They haven't let go of the rope. That's why I started with, I think they've let go of the rope.
No way. Oh my God.
You want Lindor? How much of his contract do I have to eat? You want McNeil? Take him. He stinks. You want Diaz? I respect him. I'm not trying to diss him. Not the same guy. Go. You want Nimmo? Take him. This group here and this core here and what we're watching now will be gone. Will be gone in the offseason. It'll be gone at the trade deadline. This is going to be a full-blown colon cleanse of this organization.
Colon cleanse.
By David Stearns. And it better be, let's put it that way, it better be. Because if it's not, then what the hell are we doing? The Mets season is over. They are done. They are boring. They stink. Everybody knows it. Now it's time to act on that.
Oh my God. You're kidding me.
Swinging a high fly ball, well hit right center. Harris going back. It's on the way. It is gone. Francisco Lindor has an MVP moment. He has just put the Mets back on top. 8-7 2-2 pitch. Swinging a bouncing ball, slowly hit to short. Waiting on it, Lindor. He's got it. Throws to first. Caught the box. Diaz slams the glove down. He is pounced on by Alvarez. And the New York Mets are headed to postseason play.
Wow. Wow. Shaun, I am so proud of you. Lukey, that was an amazing piece he put together. And you know what? Including yourself in that, I respect.
Well, yeah.
I respect that,
Everybody's
Shaun.
got to be held accountable.
Wow. Even Tiki was in it.
What did I say?
I forgot.
The Mets are the most frustrating team I've ever seen.
I mean, he is
I've ever seen. I said they're incredibly frustrating.
I mean, he's not wrong about
This Mets
that.
team is one of the most frustrating teams you've ever seen.
One of the most frustrating teams you've ever seen.
Oh, so not you.
Exactly.
Everybody else.
I'm a Met fan. Why do I care?
Of all those clips, I think Tiki came across okay because everything he said was true. They weren't frustrating. That was very well done.
I don't hate the Mets, nor am I trolling on them. They were frustrating.
No,
I don't hate him either. I like Carlos Mendoza.
I do too. Especially after meeting him. I really like Carlos Mendoza.
But I think that piece really, that's this radio station. We've heard from callers, people on social media. If you email the Rico Bronya, people thought the Mets punted in the offseason.
Well,
Let's not forget that.
I hated hearing that, Loogie. That was always stupid to me.
Then we know how the start they got off to, and to my calculation, the season ended, I don't know, 750 times. We stuck with it. This team is different, Evan. I know you don't have to apologize to Gelbs, but you'd have to admit, this team showed guts and heart today. That loss, or that game, that they beat the Braves there, they lose that game a lot in their history. This team did not do that.
I think that, so there's two little angles to this, stories to this. They ended up having a much better season than everyone on this radio station thought, okay? They got themselves back into it. They were 11 games under. Even before that, the expectations coming in were not good. I thought they would be decent. I thought they would be better than people thought. I never looked at it as a punt off season. When they got to 11 games under 500, they challenged all of us to actually think, can they get out of this? And to their credit, they were able to do it. Now, what I witnessed on Tuesday in Atlanta, Friday in Milwaukee, and Saturday in Milwaukee, I'm sorry. I am sorry. What I saw looked like a team that was choking, looked like a team straight out of 2022. But to the credit of the New York Mets, to the credit of the 2024 New York Mets, what they responded by with what they did on Sunday against, yes, a Brewer team that didn't need anything, but the Mets still needed something, and they did it. And what they did today, down 3-0 and looking dead in the 8th inning, you're damn right. I apologize to the New York Mets because this response from the way this road trip started was absolutely incredible. And thank you, Sean. I thought that was a great piece.
So as long as we're handing out accolades and thank yous,
Yes.
you deserve some credit, Evan.
What I do?
Evan, you haven't once mentioned something for 4 hours that we've been on the air, and now the Mets have clinched. Thank you for shaving your beard. Because at a time when the summer began
Thank you.
at DJ's, and that beard was gross and long.
They were terrible.
And you kept it extra. Yeah, you said something's got to be done to save the season. And Positive Tommy came in on his white horse, and all the other gimmicks came.
Is that when Positive Tommy was created?
Sunday of Memorial Day weekend was when Positive Tommy.
But this was the Friday Memorial Day weekend.
Yes, it was.
And I haven't heard once, as everybody's looked for credit, from Hawk to a Girl to Grimace to Seymour Wiener to Loogie. Never once did Evan Roberts get on a microphone and go, guys, remember I shaved the beard. And now is the time, now that they've clinched the playoff spot, to acknowledge you did it for the good of the Mets and they're in the postseason.
So I think what you want me to say to the audience right now, what you want me to say to New York City and to Tommy Lugauer, what you're asking me to say is, WFAN, acknowledge me.
Oh, God.
Nah, I cut my beard because I was sick of it.
Your wife was sick of it.
Yes, it smelled and it was disgusting. But hey, if it helps spark the Mets, great. It helps spark the Mets. Let's get to your phone calls, 888-808-1.
I don't know if the Mets are going to win the World Series this year or how far they're going to go into the playoffs. But this was the original broadcast on the day that they clinched the playoff spot in 2024.
Playoffs, let's go.
Yes.
And the best way to end that game today was a Travis d'Arnaud strikeout.
Well, it was a ground out, but it was close enough. It was a ground ball to shortstop. But I do agree that